Hello friends, welcome to my channel Zero to Infinity. So this is my first video on YouTube and hope you would like it. So let's get started. So today I will explain you how we can create the pivot table in this spreadsheet. So what is pivot table? Pivot table is nothing, it's a summary of your data. So here you can see we are having this spreadsheet which has the username, item bought and the date. So it means that these are the users bought these number of items on these particular dates. So we are having this summary of data for 4 to 5 days. Okay, and we want the summary of this. So what you can do, you can just click here and click and hold the shift button and then click here. So you can see the whole range is selected now. Now go to the insert on the top side, and here you can see there is a recommended pivot table and the pivot table. I would suggest use the pivot table. In this way you will learn more. Now click the pivot table, and here you can see the range is populating here. So based on the range we have selected here, it's by default coming here. You can change the range as per your choice. Next section is the new worksheet and the existing worksheet. So existing worksheet will create the pivot table in this sheet only, and if we'll select the new, it will create the new tab here. So I'm going to create the new worksheet here. So here on the right side you can see all the columns populated here, right? So if you will select the username is by default coming in the rows. You can change this. I will help you that how we can move the username here and there. And you can see on the left side all the users came on the left side. Okay, and it's in the rows section, which is rows. Now if I am going to select the date, so both are under the rows, so that's why it's here. Let's move the date here. So now the date is available in the column, which is this one, and the usernames are available in the rows, which is this one. And you can move the selection here and there. Like date, you can move it here, users, you can move it there. And then if you will press the item bought, so this is the sum of item bought, so which is giving the sum. So on 26th of April, Henry bought 25 items together, and Jason bought 45 items. So overall it's giving the sum of all for each day, and at the end you could see the total here, and at the end it's showing the total here. So it's giving you the matrix, and you can move the selection here and there, like the username there, date there. So it's give you the different display. So now let's go to the sum of item bought. So right now it's showing the sum. If you want to check the number of transactions they did, so what you can do, go to the value field settings. Here you can see the different predefined formulas are available: sum, count, average, max, minimum. So you can apply the formula as per your requirement. For example, if I am clicking on count, click OK. So this is showing the number of transactions the user did on particular date. So here it's showing the Mike did 2 transactions on 26th of April. So let's check Mike. So this Mike did bought 25 items on 26th of April. Is there any other Mike? Oh, Mike is here. He bought the another 25 items on the 26th of April. So that's why it's showing the 2 transactions here. So at the end you can see the total number of transactions done by the Mike and the Yusuf and everybody here. So this is the kind of the matrix. Hope this would explain the pivot table. So this is the very basic, and I think it's good for the initial start, and hope you like my videos, and please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon below to get the latest updates. Thank you very much.